Welcome back to The Edge. Time now for our prep spotlight. And what a weekend in Madison for our local teams. 4 games, 3 wins, lots of excitement. Doug Ritchie joining us here. Boy, what a great weekend. Wasn't that fun?
It was a lot of fun, and we got 3 state championships out of it, and a lot of points from our winning teams. And, you know, when you go down there, you're just like, win, because it makes the experience so much better. Plus, you like to talk to the kids when they're smiling and not crying about a loss. So it was a great time.
Yeah. Like you said, 3 out of 4 victories. Anyway, we start at the biggest school down there from our area, which was West De Pere. And West De Pere, so close last year, Doug. This year, able to get over the top. And, boy, what a game. Great for Coach T. Indeed.
Good for Bill Turnquist. Over 40 years coaching at the school. He has one kid maybe to thank for the state title, Jay Tollefson, who just had an incredible game. They were throwing a nice touchdown pass, and great for Turnquist, great for West De Pere.
The defense really ran this team all year, too, and they got the shutout. They wanted it on the ring, the shutout.
Absolutely, and the thing is, they got the 35, and everyone pays attention to what Tollefson did, but their defense was so good all year.
Ted Stefaniak has more with the winners.
Before Friday, a West De Pere football championship trophy was a thing of mythical lore. But after taking home the Division III Silver Ball last year, the Phantoms were ready to take care of some unfinished business.
I thought we had talent coming back, but there's a lot of things that go into it. They bought into what we're doing, and they're just totally committed.
The defense set the tone early for the Phantoms, stuffing the run and eliminating the Catholic Memorial passing attack. Even though the defense pitched a shutout in this ball game, it was junior quarterback Jay Tollefson who was the difference maker. A couple of touchdowns through the air with 150 yards passing and 133 yards rushing and 2 more touchdowns.
I knew all of us were going to play a good game because we made it this far. We weren't going to give up now. We wanted to bring home a go ball for the first time in West De Pere history, and we got it done today.
West De Pere head coach Bill Turnquist also celebrated with his first championship Gatorade shower after 42 years of coaching.
I don't think there's anything better than it. I really don't. Our kids played their hearts out. They worked hard all season, and then today, I think they probably played their best ball.
At the WIAA State Football Championships in Madison, Ted Stefaniak, Fox 11 Sports.
That was fantastic. I was out there at the pep rally at West De Pere High School with my daughter, who goes to elementary school and wanted to be out there and got pictures with the goal ball and everything. But really a great thing for that school, and any school that wins a state title, it's always fantastic.
It's fun, and it may not happen again. You got to enjoy it while you can. There's no question about that.
Kiwanis made a habit of getting to state, but haven't been able to get over the top. This year, hoping to turn it around, and they started from the first play from scrimmage. Kiwani struck big, and they were able to take control of this game, Doug, and that was basically what did it for them over Broadhead Judah.
Yeah, when this play happened, I turned next to a guy and said, "This is Kiwani." They've been my favorite team to watch all year because they put points up in so many different ways. Doug Delabu throws a pretty ball. They score.
And the ground game just was grinding it out.
Craig Chrisman dominated the second half with 3 touchdown runs, and they were tied at halftime, and they just took over Broadhead Judah in the second half and ran away with this one.
For them, a much better way to finish up the season, to be sure.
We lost last year, and it was a terrible way to end a season. And it's great to end a career on a career high, being the #1 team in the state.
They've been so close so often. I don't know, maybe the nickname change? Maybe that did it? The Storm?
I thought about that. Maybe they had to get rid of the Indians, and the Storm worked out, and people didn't recognize them. I don't know. They played great all year. I saw them a bunch of times. Just a great team to watch, and hats off to Kurt Flatten and that team. They deserve this. When you go down there so many times and don't win it, you really it's good for them. You feel good.
You forget how hard it is to get there, how hard it is to get the silver ball.
Yeah,
and so everyone's seeing a lot of folks, and a lot of us, we were asking Coach Flatten this week, what's it going to take to go over the top? He's like, you just got to play that game. You got to play a great game when you get down to Madison. And this game that they were able to play against Broadhead Judah, they absolutely had it all going. And they're a great ground team, grinded out, but they put the ball in the air too, and really a little bit of everything.
Yeah, they got 2 receivers with 800 yards, so they run it and they throw it better than anybody.
Well, now let's move to now Division 5, where Brilliant, of course, back-to-back title winners in 03 and 04, made it to level 4, that's the semis, last year before losing. This year, they closed the deal as well, taking home the gold ball against Colby. And this game really started at the half, 3-3 at the half, and then the opening kickoff really started it off for Brilliant.
Yeah, Justin Zimmer scores here, 80-yard on reverse. Actually, when I came home from Madison, I checked this one out. I recorded the game. He didn't have much space here, but all of a sudden it opened up, and then Big touchdown pass. They go up 17-3. Brilliant never looked back.
You know, they had an injury, so they had to air it out a little bit more.
Tanner Benke got hurt. He had 600 yards in the postseason alone coming into this game. Will Jensen took it upon his shoulders, made some big throws, and they got the good ball.
Now, I'll tell you, brilliant. It took a little while to get back there, but they're happy to get back on top of the heap.
Well, we got really good kids and good families that work hard, and we're very fortunate to have that. And I've got a group of assistant coaches that are great people. They teach the kids the values of what it takes to be a good competitor. And I think if you do those things, the winning kind of comes. And you got to believe in teaching kids the right things, and then the winning happens from hard work and dedication by them.
And again, something that runs through these state champs. The coach, Coach Kittle, is just a fantastic guy. Great, not only motivator, but great with the kids.
Great with the kids. He knows how to win. He did it before. 6 years later, he does it again. Maybe he repeats. Last time he won 03-04, maybe a repeat.
Back to back. Well, St. Mary Springs, another team, had a chance for a title in Division 6. They had a tall task in front of them, taking on perennial strength Edgar. It was a tough matchup for St. Mary's, who, you know, they were in this all the way. I mean, this is a 6-3 game. They lose 6-3 to Edgar, you know, just the one touchdown in the game. And they just could never quite get over the top of this.
No, the one touchdown came in the first possession of the game, and Springs' field goal came after a pass interference penalty got them in the field goal range before halftime. Springs was really close to getting shut out, and the way they scored points this year, that's really surprising.
Well, and they really were close. And they got down there one more time in the fourth quarter, and an interception kind of ended it for them there. And this play right here, and that was kind of all she wrote for St. Mary Springs. However, you know, still a great program. They really overachieved, I think, this year. Coach, what Coach was telling us all through the year was that, you know, they never expected to be good this year, and they were able to get to the title game.
Well, they hope to make the playoffs. Mm-hmm. They got back to Madison. That tells you what Bob Hyland does with his kids. When he gets them, he knows how to coach them up.
Okay, of these teams, any you see maybe even getting back again next year?
It'd be nice if all four did, but if pecking order, Springs is so young, I would not be surprised at all if they got back, and Bob Hyland almost convinced me of it during his post-game interview. He was
we're coming back. We're doing it.
We're coming back. We're gonna win it. I also like Brilliant. Brilliant's got some players coming back that has a chance. And, you know, Kewanee and West Superior, they just had good runs going. Yeah. But I like Brilliant and Springs.
Anybody not on the board that could have a big year?
Maybe in the Valley. Kimberly missed this year after 3 state times, and they reload. They don't rebuild. So, I mean, Kimberly's a school that you definitely got to look at.
All right, football is over. What's coming this week for everybody on the Internet?
Well, football's not over on the Internet yet. We still have Players of the Year that I'm going to award. Large division, small division, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player, and Coaches of the Year.
Okay. All that going to be released this year, the Doug Ritchie's official rankings. And you can get all WIA State football coverage, game stories, analysis, all the photo galleries that Doug took. It's going to be great. Basketball's next.
I'm all ready for it. I got my high tops.
We're ready to go.